This is Rob Turber for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. Delighted to be joined by the Commonwealth middleweight champion Felix Cash. We're here at the Matchroom Gym in rainy old Brentwood today. How are you, Felix?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad.
Not bad, thank you. Not bad. How was your Christmas and New Year? Fun?
It was alright. Not bad.
Were you in the gym, or did you get a little bit away?
I was in Tenerife. When I was in Tenerife, I was over there with the family and that. It was alright, you know what I mean? Done a couple of runs over there, but just chilled out really.
So when you're away from the gym, was places around Christmas and stuff like that, you're not somebody. Are you a religious trainer away from the gym, or just a little bit to tick over?
No, just a bit taking over. You know, you need a break. Obviously, I fought in November, so you know, I trained really, still kept myself taking over up to Christmas. And when I went away, then I just done a couple of runs over there, a couple of boxing sessions. Nothing, not a lot.
Itching to get back now?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we started camp the minute we got just after New Year, so we're starting back now. I've been back a couple of weeks, and I'm looking forward to my next fighting in March the 28th at the O2 is meant to be.
Before we talk about your next fight, let's talk about your last fight against Jack Cullen. Brilliant fight for the Commonwealth middleweight title. Now you've had a little bit of time to have a look and go back over it. What did you make of your performance?
It was personally, I think it was a bad performance by me. I really should have got out there quicker. I reckon if I would have took my time a bit more and you know, move my feet a bit more and, you know, just not stand there all the time. But, you know, you live and learn. I got a win and it was a good fight for people to watch, so just knocked the camera there. It's all right.
That's all right. I'll let you off. You're bigger than me. Well, I'm heavier than you, but you're bigger than me. When you have such success early on in the fight, like you did against Jack Cullen, when you dropped him heavy with the right hand, how does that change your mentality, or how did it change your mentality in the fight? Did you find yourself going away from your boxing?
Yeah, I think I went away from the boxing, and instead of setting things up more, I was more just hunting them down and trying to stay on them. But, you know, fair play to Jack. He was tough and he hung in there, and I got him in the end anyway. You know, so. You know, but I could have done it a lot more better and, you know, not got hit as much.
What's the plan for you in 2020? Obviously, you've picked up the Commonwealth title in a great fight on a good platform. What's the plan for you now? Obviously, Liam Williams holds the British middleweight title. I think he's got plans further afield than that. Is the British title something that's on your immediate radar?
Listen, I'll fight for any title. That's why I'm in. That's why I'm in this sport too. I want the British, I want the European. I want to step up the world. That's what I'm in this game for. So I'll fight anyone. You know. Tony, I just do the training. All I do is come to the gym, train, make sure I'm in top shape, do the sparring, do everything right, and I'll leave who I fight next up to Tony. So whoever Tony puts in front of me, will set who's next. That's who's next.
What did you make of your year last year? I think I've spoken to you about it before in the past, about you maybe not getting the fights that you wanted to get, or maybe not being as active as you wanted to be. How would you have assessed last year from a development point of view for yourself?
Listen, obviously I finished the year and a high, you know, in a good fight. But you know, last year was a terrible year for me. I only fought twice, and you know, I fought in February, and then I think it was about 8 months off until I had a fight with Jack Cullen. So I had a long layoff. So I was a bit ring rusty there too. You know, you could do as much sparring as you want there, but actually getting in the ring and actually, you know, putting them small gloves on with no head guard and having a proper fight is a bit different. But you know, you never know. I want to definitely be more active this year. You know, I'm out in March now. I want at least 4 fights this year to try to pick up some big titles and get some big fights.
Well, you're not as active as you'd like to be. We've just briefly mentioned off camera the fact that you're a family man, you've got 3 kids yourself. What kind of strain does that put on you when you're not getting the fights that you want to get and you're not being as busy as you want to be at this stage of your career?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, it's frustrating. You know, you're doing a camp and then something happens, you get a little niggle or a little injury, and then it knocks you back further. And you've done all the hard work, you've been training. You know what I mean? You've been fit, you've been doing a bit of all the sacrifices, and then you know you got to wait longer, and then you have to take a couple of weeks off, and then you got to start all over again. Really, you know what I mean? So it's it is frustrating, but you know you got to stick with it in you, and it'll all pay off in the end. Anyway, I hope so. Anyway.
Now, I'm going to catch up with a lot of your stable mates in the gym. Obviously, you've got Ted Cheeseman behind you, Conor Ben, etc., John Doherty. What's it like for you having so many people who are around similar sort of levels in the career? Obviously, there's 1 or 2 slightly above, 1 or 2 slightly below. But what does it do for you having such a vibrant gym when you've got loads of young fighters, loads of people who are in and around the same level there to bounce off?
Definitely, we're all hungry fighters. We're all in this sport to obviously all reach the top. We're not in this, you know, no disrespect from them. It's not like some camps are just, you know, they're just having a few fights, so they're not really bothered. Everyone in this gym, we all want world honours, and that's what we're all working towards. So, you know, we're all hungry and we're all pushing each other, and you know, we're all fighting against each other really in one way. We're all, you know, like pushing each other around, trying to eke each other around, trying to, try to come out best. So it's very good.
You mentioned that you're going to be back in the ring on the 28th of March. What kind of opponent are you expecting? Is it going to be a defence of your Commonwealth title? Are you going to look to try and box maybe at an international level? What sort of opponent?
We were chatting about for the Italian, for the European, but don't look like that's going to happen now. So I don't know what's next. I'm leaving that up to Tony. There's a few names in the hat, but just waiting to see what comes off. And it might be a defence or it might be for something else. So we'll have to wait and see, or should know in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, well, before I let you go, just grab your opinion on a couple of fights, one of which in and around your weight class. Billy Joe Saunders, heavily rumoured to be fighting Canelo Alvarez in May. What do you make of that fight if it happens?
It's a very good fight, very good fight. I think Billy Joe is, he's a top boxer. But, it's Canelo, and Canelo, I think he definitely ever had a job in his hands. But, you never know in boxing, it's a funny sport. So, it'll be a good fight. That'll be definitely interesting to watch that fight.
If you had your last pound, who would you put it on in that fight?
I'd probably have to go with Canelo.
Why?
Because he's he's boxed. I think he's boxed more better opponents, and he looks better in his last few performances than what Billy has. But Billy's shown in the past where when he fights better opponents, he fights better himself. So it'll be a good fight. And it'll be very interesting fight. I'd like to see Billy Joe win. Don't get me wrong, but that's what I think.
And just finally, we're a few weeks away. It seems crazy. As soon as it goes past Christmas and New Year, everything seems a lot closer. Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder coming up in, I think, we're like 6 weeks out, 5-6 weeks out. It's really around the corner. What do you make of that fight, heavyweight rematch?
Listen, I think Tyson Fury outbox him all day long. But he's got a devastating right hand, Wilder, and so if he lands that, he can end any fight at any stage of the fight at any time. The fight could be over. So I think if Fury can, stay away from that backhand and he'll win the fight quite comfortably on points, but it's staying away from the backhand.
Tyson's been talking about going in there and having a slugfest and trying to knock him out in 2 rounds. Do you think he means that, or do you think that's a little bit of gamesmanship?
I don't know if he means that, but like you said, he did hit Wilder, and he rocked Wilder a few times in that last fight. If you watch that fight back, he definitely shook him a few times down to his boots. So I wouldn't put it past him stopping him either, stopping Wilder, but it's more of a points victory I could see for Fury, and if Wilder's going to win, I think it's be a knockout.
Okay, well, Felix Cash, always a pleasure catching up with you. Thanks very much for speaking to Boxing Social. I look forward to seeing you back in the ring in March.
All right, thank you very much. Cheers, mate.